Now let's join Ron Schauer as he goes after his California ram in northern Nevada.
Keith Montez came down last night, started looking for these sheep, found them here this morning, and much to our sorrow, they were right down here on the valley floor, but it took us too long to get here. They have now moved significantly higher on the mountain, and what looks like this hunt's going to be a little tougher, a little more physical, and we'll have to earn this ram. All right, Ron, these rams were down here in this low stuff here right off the valley floor, this big like limestone looking ledges. When Keith first found them, they moved up here into this shadowed bluff right above it on the right, and they laid there for what, Keith?
2 hours.
About 2 hours. Yeah. And then just before we got here, they've moved up towards that, you see that rocky knob that's kind of on the skyline? Mm-hmm. You go to the right of it, there's that half crescent shaped rim of rocks. Go to the top end of that crescent and follow that line straight across. There's a tree there that's got kind of a Y in it. It's trunked and it's split like a Y. You go just right of that, there's two little trees stacked one on top of the other. And above that, there's that one real big bushy tree. And the ram is laying just right bottom edge of the shadow of that upper right, big bushy tree. And they've been laying there now for about how long, Keith?
Probably about an hour and a half.
About an hour and a half?
Yeah.
So we think they're liable to stay there for a while, but you know, I mean, it's anybody's guess with these sheep, and the way this weather's been, they could get up at any time.
Well, this is home away from home. We're at a drop camp up on the top of the Schwabe Mountains. Mike, what are we doing here?
Well, the rams are off this end of this ridge by at the bottom of what we call hidey hole. It's the same place, basically close to where Ron got his ram last year. We've come up here to try to save ourselves a bunch of time tomorrow morning rather than having to hike up. So we got up on top of the mountain so we can get up early, work our way out the end of this ridge towards the east, try to get above those rams before they get up and moving, and then that way, if they do move up the hill, we still have the advantage on them. If they stay down low where we are, we'll wait until they go to their morning bed, and then we'll make a move down on them. We'll have flankers on both ridges to the north and the south of us to try to watch for the sheep in case they give us a slip. And we've got a ground man down on the bottom at the valley floor who's watching the sheep till he bedded tonight, and he'll be watching them at first light tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. What do you think, Ron?
It'll be a fun evening here. We had some great food out of a bag by Chef Gary here.
Freeze-dried food?
Freeze-dried food. Actually, wasn't too bad.
Plenty of water.
Lots of water.
We've got some MREs tomorrow for lunch.
We've got a lot of red ants.
Lots of red ants, big ants.
Big ants.
We got some big ants here. You should have known it. When you have a picnic, you can't get away from the ants.
Sure was nice having Fred bring those horses up to make it a little bit easier for us, so we didn't have to pack all this stuff up.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Fred really helped out, dropped at a moment's notice. Called him, said, hey, can you come give us a hand? He was more than happy to. And hopefully he'll get us stay late enough tomorrow to see the end result of this hunt.
Well, tomorrow night, hopefully we're not going to be sitting up here around this campfire again. We'll be home celebrating another great ram.
That's it. Right. Hope so.
Looking forward to it. All right, boys.
All righty, let's go to bed.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, we found them. They're down here in this hidey hole on the second little knoll on our side. They're bedded in the shade right now. I don't think that they're going to stay there. And they're kind of in a spot where we can't really get at them. There's one stalk that might work, but I'm afraid if we start that, they're going to get up and move, and that stalk's going to be wasted. So we're just going to kind of wait. They've been bedded early. They'll get up and move after a while. And once they move a while and bed again, the next time it should be their day bed, and then we'll make a plan on it from there. They're across from about basically across rock from where we shot last year. Or they're to the north of where we shot down the other way last year.
Across.
Yeah, across hidey hole.
We were from where we saw them last night. Are they over that ridge?
Oh, they've come over into hidey hole.
Okay.
And then
when we were looking up the mountain, hidey hole was to our left.
To our south, yeah. And they've come over into hidey hole, and they've come back up this way a fair while. Yeah, of hidey hole, and they've come up this way a fair while to the west. So. 2 days ago, 3 canyons south of here, we got on this ram, this Pretty Boy ram, but they winded us or hurt us, and they blew out. And Ron got one real poor shot at 450 yards running, so they gave us a slip. Yesterday we spent all day glassing from all angles on this mountain trying to find him again, and we're unsuccessful. Now this morning, Gary picked him up on a face down off the end of this ridge, the same 2 rams, and they've been pretty much staying in the same area for a few hours. So we're at the top of the ridge now, and we're going to head on down there and try to get above them and see if we can't get another shot at him. So this is, after 2 days of looking, we're on this ram again.
Well, we spotted those 2 rams again. We found them after missing a shot 2 days ago. Couldn't find them at all yesterday, and got back on them this morning. Gary made one heck of a look and found these 2 rams, and now we're making a move, and we're gonna have to go down this ridge. And out there on the back of this far point here, they bedded off this far point. And if they stay where they're at, it hopefully will be a pretty good opportunity, a lot better than the opportunity we had the other day. But we've still got a ways to go to get over there.
I should have shot him laying down.
Yeah.
I had a perfect
Well,
shot.
we didn't know for sure if it
Yeah,
was
I know.
him.
We just got a shot at the ram over here. It was about 11:30. It's 1 o'clock now. We crept through this crack in the rocks, peeked out over. We had them at 161 yards in their beds. By the time Ron crawled at the edge and ready to shoot, they had heard us or seen us, and they got up and were starting to leave. And so he had one shot at him as he went behind a tree. Appears to have hit him a little far back. The ram has dropped to the bottom of the canyon, went out of sight from us, and have not come out. There's 2 rams there, so we figure he's laying down there. We gave him an hour and a half to stiffen up, and we're going to get our packs now, head down there, and kind of try to squeeze in a pincher motion on him. And if he gets up, we'll be able to shoot him again. If he's dead, then we'll have to find him.
Well, we're making our way. Try to find that ram. Got a pretty good idea where he's at. We just have to make our way down there. Be pretty careful. As you can see, it's pretty steep here. And a long ways to the bottom. And we're hoping that's where that ram is. Because we don't want to take him back out the top.
All right. Look at that sheep. All right. Right on.
Get behind him there, Ron.
That's a pretty ram there.
Here.
So check that.
I should, yeah.
Oh, man. Show me that long side.
That's not much shorter than the other one. And not much longer.
Huh? What do you think? Will he do?
He's a beauty.
After 8 days of hunting, Ron Schauer finally harvested this beautiful California bighorn, and tell you the truth, Mike, I don't even know where to begin on this hunt as far as what all happened. So why don't you kind of give us a recap of the last couple of days anyway?
Okay, well, this is the ram we call Pretty Boy. We've had some real mental ups and downs on this hunt. The ram we originally started looking for was this ram. He had broken off, as you can see, he'd broken off his left horn some. So we went to Cedarville, looked for another ram. That ram was unavailable. We came back for Pretty Boy 2 days or 4 days ago. We got on him. He was real nervous. The wind was shifting. We had some thunderstorms coming through. The wind shifted. He smelled us and bolted out. Ron got to offer a shot at him, which really wasn't much of an opportunity at 450 yards at a running sheep. We missed. The next day we could not find the ram. Then yesterday we found the sheep again, got on them, and as they were extremely wary, they spooked again out of their beds, and Ron got a shot off, this time hitting the sheep, but he got away from us that day. We spent all day looking for him. The day we shot him, we spent all day yesterday looking for him also.
Right.
And today, found him up here. Keith and Gary, John came up in here, found the ram, tracked him down, and he expired up here actually. So we're pretty happy to be here and happy not to lose him. And he's a great ram to harvest. And thanks to Ron Schauer.